podcast. My name is Alain Oliveros, and I have the pleasure of having my guest, Chris, here with us. Chris, what's your full name?
My name is Christian Villanueva.
Cool. So I have Chris here. I have known Chris for many years, and I want to introduce you guys to Chris because Chris is a great person to know when it comes to fitness. And even if you're not fit, or if you're looking to start being into fitness now that the new year is rolling around, he's definitely a great person to know. So, Chris, tell us about what school you went to for high school here in the community, and pretty much how you started. What was it that wanted you to get into the fitness industry and nutritional part of it?
Well, it's funny because I went to Barbara Goldman, and that's actually where everything started. It was my senior year in high school, and my cousin opened up a nutrition store.
Okay.
It was called LA Sports Nutrition.
Yeah, that's where we met.
Yes, that's actually where we met. And man, my first job, honestly, my cousin paid me about $20. He printed about, I want to say, 500 flyers.
Okay.
And I just handed them out in school. And surprisingly, a bunch of people showed up at the store. The store wasn't even open yet. My cousin was already getting customers just from me handing out flyers.
Nice.
And I guess just like that first touch of success kind of motivated me to get more involved. And obviously, it was my cousin's business too, so I thought it was a good opportunity to, help the family and
dedicate yourself to something.
Basically.
Yeah.
So my cousin brought me on. He was working to get his master's, so he really had me running the ship for the first year, really, to be honest. And it was all new to me. It was actually my first job. Before that, I was just selling pretzels.
Okay.
That was my first job, selling pretzels at Westland Mall.
Nice.
And thankfully, he took me out of that.
Yeah.
And he kind of showed me a new world. Not just sales, but just networking, getting to meet people. Barbara Goldman is a huge school, so I feel like that's why it was such a success, because I was able to, just 500 flyers, honestly, was nothing. That was just my class alone. So yeah, that's kind of how he brought me on. And as the years went on, I just started doing more and more for the company, and we grew a lot, honestly. And that's what brought me into the fitness world.
Cool.
Just that motivation, honestly, was a lot. It really brought me in.
Cool. And so what are you doing now? Now, what is it that you do? I know you have your own business, and then you have like a location. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the business closed down in 2017. It was just a lot of things. We had our foot in a lot of doors, and we, unfortunately, at the time was when Amazon exploded and eBay was exploding, and, there were huge customers throwing huge money at all these companies. And these companies were like, oh, hell yeah, $1 million sale, let's do it, and it really hurt the industry for a long time. Honestly, it didn't really start to rebound until maybe last year, and not really the industry as a whole, because the industry is always doing better. But as far as retail, it really damaged everything, and that's when it closed down. And I actually opened up a second store after that, like literally months after, and it was inside of another gym as well. And I didn't really want to give up, to be honest. I was very emotionally attached to the business, which was, like I said, it was the first business I was really a part of.
Yeah.
So it was cool. It was really cool.
It's a good experience.
Yeah, definitely. When I opened up that gym, it was the first time where I was actually like behind the books, the finances and stuff. I really never saw that side of business, so it was like, whoa, it was honestly a lot to intake. But I had a cheap rent. I realized that a lot of people didn't really care where the location was, as long as it's close, in the area.
Yeah.
So I was able to manage, honestly. We were selling about $7,000 a month, which is not a lot, but it's literally, it was a small space, paying $500 rent, and I was the only employee. So
yeah,
it was actually
cool.
It wasn't much overhead. So
yeah.
Then that actually, somebody actually contacted me, and we partnered up and opened up a bigger store. But at the time, I didn't have any savings or any of that. I was in a lot of school debt and stuff. So he kind of brought me in, with the financial part. He was basically the funding everything. But unfortunately, when that happened, he had a baby and stuff, so he was like completely out of it, and just had me running the show, and it wasn't fun, just to be there by yourself and just working long hours by yourself. It's always fun to have a team.
Yeah.
So
no, it's always about the team. That's what's gonna get you further.
Yeah. So after that, I left that, and I didn't have anything for a long time, honestly. Maybe like 2 years of really having no business, just kind of selling to my clients, individually on the side, kind of like a Herbalife, I would say.
Okay.
But then the pandemic happened, and that's where opportunity came in. I partnered up with my best friend Kevin.
Okay.
And we opened up, a little smoothie bar. Actually, we started with the website first.
What's the website?
It's buildmynutrition.com.
Cool.
That's
Guys,
how. Yeah.
Check it out. They have all kinds of things that you're gonna need for your fitness journey.
Yes, yes. We provide a lot of things too. Like we put a lot of blogs, like fitness blogs.
Okay.
I have a good friend of mine, JC. She actually she's a nutritionist. She's certified and everything. So I have her writing blogs for me, like about 2 a month.
Okay.
We're really trying to build that up, just build up a lot of content and stuff. Because when you only have like 1 or 2, it's people think like, oh, he's just gonna do a few articles. So I've been like little by little, packing them up.
Yeah. That's great. And I see, Kevin is always putting a lot of videos of like supplements and stuff like that. So Kevin is also a great person to follow. Yeah. And where is your physical location?
We're actually in Hialeah. It's inside of Titan Fitness.
Oh, okay. I go there.
Yeah.
I actually seen the store.
Yeah, I mean, my good friend Martin, he's the owner, as you know.
Yeah, Martin. Yeah. So guys, if you guys are looking for a cool hit fitness, make sure to follow Titan Fitness 305. I'll put all the information in the description below. Okay, guys. So tell us a little bit about what are you doing there
Well, I mean, before I opened that store, that location, I was working as a distributor. So my main focus was selling to gyms and smoothie bars, or gyms with smoothie bars.
Okay.
So like, my job was really not just to sell to them, but give them advice like, hey, look, you should add this to the menu, you should do this, add this to, selling scoops of CBD, for example, little things like that.
Yeah.
I started kind of like creating my own like my ideal smoothie bar, I guess you could say. And I realized like, man, I could do this, I could do like a small smoothie bar, and at the same time, like the advice I was giving them, I was keeping it for myself as well. So once I saw like the right opportunity, Martin showed up and was like, hey, I rent this out for you, gave me a great deal on it, honestly. And I went for it.
Cool.
Yeah, I was selling supplements out of my car for a good 2 years.
Now you have a little location there.
I was running out of room.
Yeah, you have some storage space. That's great.
Yeah.
Cool. And what is it that you're looking to do? I know that I believe you're starting a vending machine business, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, like since I worked with a lot of gyms and stuff, I know what most gym locations are looking for. And not even just gyms, honestly. Like I would have a lot of customers that were like massage therapist places, physical therapy places, just anywhere where there's traffic, honestly. They always wanted something to provide to their clientele that was healthy, or I guess it was in style at the time, like a Celsius or Bang. Yeah. It was crazy how many new customers we would get like every day, really, for these drinks.
Yeah. No, Celsius is great. I'm a fan of Celsius, especially when you need a boost up in your day.
Yeah, I had a Celsius and a Bang today, so.
Yeah, those are always helpful whenever you're tired to get you up and going.
Yeah, exactly. No, 100%. It got me here.
Yeah. So I know. So pretty much. Just so you guys know, Chris and I are actually looking for a property. So he's in the market right now. And as you may have been hearing a lot from every family, friends, people, even friends that are looking to buy properties, right now the market is pretty tough. So with Chris and his girlfriend, they're actually looking to buy something, and it's been a little tough just because the prices are through the roof. They're approved for a certain amount, and then obviously you guys have an idea of what you want. And I guess like what has been like a little bit of a challenge. I always see it, as a realtor, but I always like to get a perception from the clients as well to see what their frustrations are and be able to kind of like see and help you guys out and understand, that it's okay to get a little frustrated. It's just be patient. So tell me a little bit of like how has the journey been? Have I been doing a good job?
Yeah, definitely.
I hope so.
Definitely recommend. No, I mean, honestly, it's been I try to make the most out of every experience, honestly.
Yeah. And
I try to make it fun, I try to take part in all the all the places you take me and stuff. And even if I feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, I want to go and check it out, just to kind of see, like, every time you see a new house, I start noticing different things, like looking at the bathroom. Obviously, especially with my girlfriend, she's a little picky when it comes to the house and stuff. So I start looking at things that she would like, she wouldn't like. And as far as me, honestly, I'm just looking for the right deal, the right price, somewhere where I could see myself living. So it hasn't been stressful in that sense. I guess the most stressful thing would be time, just finding the time to do all this, because it's very time consuming especially when you want to be so picky, I guess you could say, or you find the right place.
Yeah.
And in the market, obviously, everything goes pretty fast.
Everything's hot, so it's you got to be on top of it. And as soon as something jumps on the market, go check it out, because within 5 days it's going to be under contract, especially if it's like, a nice property that,
100%.
It's good visually, and that when you go, it actually represents the pictures that you saw online.
Exactly.
So, and what are some of the, I know that since you have some business, entrepreneurship things going on, projects, are you looking for like a property that has like space for like a home office? Or are you looking for storage to store some inventory, maybe like?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like right now I see it as an office, maybe a baby's room down the
Okay.
line.
Yeah.
So I would like something with 2 rooms,
Okay.
so I could have my own space for, for work. And even my girlfriend, she's a teacher, but she goes home and she works for hours too,
Yeah.
like planning and all that. So even she would like her own space.
Of course.
Right now we're living with the in-laws and stuff, and
Yeah.
the babies, obviously, it's, not that they bother us, they don't
Yeah.
at all, but it's, you always want to, when you see the baby around crying, you want to go and help them.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, 30 minutes pass.
Yeah,
And,
of course. No, I understand.
so we just want to have that extra room to have our own space.
Yeah.
She could be in the room watching TV, I could be working in my office,
Yeah.
or vice versa.
Mhm.
I feel like that's one thing that we've been, honestly, we've said no to everything that's one bedroom
Yeah, of course.
for that reason.
No, it's always good to have some extra space, and especially if you could qualify for that amount,
Exactly.
then why not? And then as long as the numbers and that you're happy where you're gonna be at. So I guess that pretty much wraps it up when it comes to Chris. If there's anything that maybe we were missing about, if you guys want to follow his Instagram page, I don't know if you have a Facebook. Do you have a Facebook page?
I do, but honestly, I don't even remember.
Yeah, so
It'll probably be
Instagram.
under Chris Villanueva.
Yeah. Okay. So which ones, Chris? What's your
The
Instagram?
Instagram would be, my personal one is Chris B _ BMN. The store one would be Build My Nutrition. But you could follow both of those. Honestly, the store one is either Kevin or I, or we have our manager Humphrey. Usually we're all on top of it, and we're very fast with writing back. That's really where we get our most customers.
Okay.
So if you guys need anything, any advice, any help with your fitness life, not just getting a 6-pack, but just living a better life. I don't have a 6-pack or anything, but I try to live the healthiest life I can.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're out for, really. We want you to, not just lose weight today, but we want you to, live good and healthy for the rest of your life. Find a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
So
Work out so that way you could eat.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I love food, and
Yeah.
so does Chris, because we go eat lunch all the time. All right, Chris. So tell me, what was it that made you want to start shopping for a home?
Man, honestly, I thought I was like years away from being able to purchase a house, and unfortunately I still am. Thankfully I have my girlfriend, and she has great credit history, she has zero debt.
Yeah.
And obviously we're having the business and stuff, and school. I moved out of my house very young. I was like 18.
Okay.
I thought I was like Mr.
A
Hotshot, independent.
big man. Yeah.
I went into a lot of debt, and stupid debt, honestly, just to
Yeah.
like travel and things like that. And
To
know,
live that social media life.
yeah, basically it was I had FOMO before FOMO was a thing, fear of missing out.
You're missing out.
So it was unfortunately I didn't have a good financial support system growing up.
Hopefully it gains value, which usually
Yeah.
real estate does. So that's why I always, it's not hard. I always, it just takes that one friend that's either a realtor
Exactly.
or somebody that's gonna like motivate you, push you to get out of your comfort zone, for you to go ahead and actually make, for you to feel comfortable going ahead and believing in yourself to go ahead and make that move. So so what were, I guess, okay, so I planted that seed in your head, and then afterwards you were like, well, what is it that I need?
Yeah.
And then I guided you towards a lender.
Exactly.
They told you guys what you guys needed to submit, and then you guys started submitting all the paperwork.
Exactly.
And then
yeah.
what happened after that?
I mean, man, I like, one thing that I like about the whole process is that you meet a lot of different people, and they all kind of they're experts in their own thing, you know.
Yeah, everybody's in their little
So
niche.
I spoke with Renee from PRNG, right? Correct.
Yeah, PRMG.
And he basically told me, he was the one that also told me, like, man, it's easier than you think,
Yeah.
Like, obviously once you have the right people in place,
Mm-hmm.
and the more he showed me, I was like, man, this is, it's pretty easy. At least, to the pre-approval part and all that. And I was a lot close. You guys made me realize that I was a lot closer than I expected.
Yeah.
And it made things exciting to get started. I got motivated. I got my girlfriend motivated, and as you know, we both got approved for a little bit more, but due to my financial background, it wasn't the right rates and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but it's fine. Renee told me, hey, look, this is all you got to do. Fix this, fix that. Next year, you'll be basically in the same position as my girlfriend to buy a property as well. So,
Not only that, but think about it. I told him this at the beginning. I was like, maybe it's a good thing, because that way you guys don't spend both of your FHAs together.
Exactly.
She could get a house, FHA. Then once you guys are ready, you could get another property FHA.
Exactly.
You know, and then by that time, maybe a year passes by, she could rent that one out. You guys could live in that one, fix it up, and then probably buy another one conventional or refinance it, do whatever it is. So that's always the first step. If you guys are looking to do what everybody is, you know, what's famous about real estate now is like, you know, build wealth with property. Yes, it's possible. It's not hard. You just got to plan it correctly. You know, if you only have that amount to put down, you know, FHA is the way to go, 3.5%. All right, it's going to be a little tougher in this market, which I had told you. This FHA, obviously, we got conventional, which is great. You know, a little bit more down payment, but in this market, it's very competitive. So, you know, but I think we're in good shape. You have a good realtor behind you, so you're definitely going to be
honestly,
fine.
if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't
still
know
been
anything.
thinking that you. Yeah, I mean, it's
waiting.
all about who you know. It's not what you know; it's about who you know, and that's how it is in any business and even in life. Anybody that could help you or that knows more, it's always good to you know, be friends with them and learn from other people, because they might be able to open up a door that you never even knew was there.
Exactly.
So, you know, that's why networking is great. And it's always good to meet people. I love introducing you guys to other people in the community, because there's people, instead of buying at Vitamin Shop, you buy from him and you're supporting your local business, you know, and I always like to applaud my entrepreneur friends, because I know running a business is not easy. It's a lot of responsibility, and if you want to succeed, you definitely need to provide that customer service.
100%.
You know, so it's very important. So then, going back to your search, what areas? I know all this information. I'm just trying to show you guys how, like, what was the process. You know, so after you got pre-approved, I was like, Chris and Nini, what is that you guys? Where do you guys want to go, and what are you guys looking for, and what are some important like characteristics or criteria that you're looking for in a property? Obviously, under your pre-approval amount, and then what else? Were there any areas that you guys were focusing on, and what area? Why did you focus on those areas?
Well, I mean, we want to stay close to home. You know, as much as people talk bad about Hialeah, nobody wants to leave it.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously my girlfriend's family all lives in Hialeah, my family as well. So, in a way, I don't mind. But, you know, we don't want to go too far. So, we've been looking like in the Pembroke Pines area, Miramar, still in Hialeah, actually. Which surprisingly we haven't found much.
Yeah, you know, no, Hialeah is a hotspot, believe it or not, guys.
Yeah, yeah, it's nuts, man. We don't really find much there, and everything nice, you know, it flies as well.
Yeah,
we've actually had more luck finding things in Pines, and we love that area. We've always said that we wouldn't mind living there, you know. So now that it's actually here, we're like, damn, we really want to live here in Pines, or you know, at least close to there.
Yeah, close to that area.
You know, it's a nice area. It's up and coming. There's a lot to do there. Me and my, you know, we always look for restaurants and, you know, places to party. You know, we're still young, I guess, so we look at that. But at the same time, you know, it's still an area where it's, you know, it's good to raise kids, good to grow up, and you know, if for some reason we have to live there longer than we wanted to,
you're still good.
Exactly.
Yeah, it covers all bases. Yeah, they have the Pines Outdoor Mall, they have the Pines Indoor Mall.
Exactly.
They have the Ice Arena, they have CB Smith, they have First Watch, which is great.
And and then you're still like, you know, you're still close to, you know, you could go up north if you want, you could go down south. You know, I don't really go to the Kendall area or any of that, so I don't really care about that area as far as like, you know, going out and things like that.
Yeah.
But you know, also work. You know, we're very close. We still want to stay close to work. My girlfriend, she's a teacher at Matter, so right now she drives 5 minutes. So anything over 20 minutes is like driving to Orlando for her. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They usually don't like to drive.
Yeah, so it's, you know, I could work remote. You know, I could go into the office maybe twice a week, so that part I don't really mind. I would move to Orlando if I could, as I told you.
Yeah.
But you know, that's a way bigger decision.
Yeah, that's one that that's one to think about. I mean, you can always start buying something here.
Of course,
there's always gonna be a demand for people here in that, you know, Hialeah, Miami Lakes area, Miramar, Pembroke Pines. And Orlando is always going to be Orlando. What makes Orlando? The theme parks. There's always going to be people. So you're pretty much good if you buy a property here, you buy a property there. So that's always good. And I would say, so once we find this house, just so I already told them the process. I just want to share with you guys so you guys could also be knowledgeable. So once you buy the house, and then I'm going to refresh your memory, is that once you go ahead and you put the offer, what happens next? Let's see if you're paying attention.
If you get accepted?
You get accepted.
Damn. You got me there.
All right, so then there's an inspection period.
Okay.
So during that inspection period is when you go and you get the inspections done, make sure everything is good, make sure there's no repairs that need to be done or any major issues that maybe cost too much that you weren't really counting for. And during that inspection period, you could decide if you want to back out of the deal or if you want to move forward. So that's a very crucial part. I always show up to the inspections, make sure the inspector is doing a decent job at what he's supposed to be doing, ask questions. And at the end of this inspection, I usually like to ask, hey, were there any major things that I should be letting the buyer know? And then they'll give me a summary. After that, then they'll send the whole report and you could go and dissect it there. So then you could decide, okay, well, they give you an estimate. Okay, well, depending on all these repairs, total repairs, they usually are a little bit higher on the higher side just to make sure it's covered. But they'll tell you an estimate how much repairs will cost. You could decide if you want to do the repairs or you don't want to do them, or you want to negotiate some of the repairs with the seller. And then after that, then you're pretty much, the financing is being done. They're going to do the appraisal, check to see if it appraises.
So this is like a long process then.
It's like 40 days. I mean, there's some lenders that do it quicker depending on how much work they have. But it's about, right now it's averaging about 40, 45 days, depending, on the property. And if it's finance, if it's cash, is quicker. So it's pretty lengthy, but it gives you time to kind of plan also. Like, obviously, when you move, you don't want to move in 1 week. You kind of want to, all right, now let me start packing some things. Oh, I have some stuff in the storage. Oh, what should I store? What should I sell? And then it gives you time to kind of like fix everything you need to kind of do in the background before you go ahead and move. So it gives you time to organize. So I think it's a good amount of time. So hopefully we could find a property by the end of the year.
This is where having an agent, comes in handy.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't have to worry. I'm gonna just look at you every time.
Yeah, I'll be telling you, hey, you got to do this. Hey, you got to do that. So it's always good to have somebody that you could trust and that you feel almost like a friendship, more of a friendship just than, oh, let me just text and let them know this is done. No, you want to be more like a friend and be there with anything, need anything. And then also after they're done buying the property, I would like to always keep my clients informed. Like, hey, look, you bought this property for this much. And look, after a year, your property has gained this much value, just because it's almost like having a savings account and you're paying a monthly payment, but you want to also know, okay, well, I know my house I bought for this much, but how much more has it gained? Because if you refinance, then you have some money that you could pull out in an emergency, or maybe you want to start a business, but you don't have any cash, and you're just like, hey, look, I have like about $200,000 worth of equity. I could pull out $50,000, get a better interest rate, and I could still do what I want to do. So
that's what I love about real estate, honestly, that like once you have a house, you have so much opportunity. Like it's really hard for you to get stuck, like unless you stop paying your bills or something like that. But I feel like there's always something else you can do. I think I told you my parents and my grandma, even, like, there's both of my grandparents are sitting on a bunch of equity, and like they're not living poor or anything, but I know there's things that they would rather do right now with their lives, and they just, to them, they're like, oh, I can't afford to do this, I can't afford to do that. And I'm like, Mom, you're sitting on this much money, like, why don't you take it out? And it's just like a process that nobody really knows.
And then that's the thing. Those people, a lot of us, especially the Hispanic community, and Mario knows, everybody knows that we know so much more than our parents did when they came to this country, because of the resources we have nowadays. We have a question, you pull out your iPhone and you YouTube everything, or you Google it. Or you have friends that now have social media that they give you tips, they give you tricks, they give you hacks. There's all kinds of video with so much good information that you have so many different like things that you could do. You get overwhelmed with all these different options that we have nowadays. Back in the day, if you did not know a realtor, you probably wouldn't even try to ask, like, hey, who's a realtor? And it was probably hard even to find one on the yellow books. It was a mission to actually find someone, and for that, in that case, find a good one that was going to be like honest, that was going to be giving you good advice. Hey, look, let's do this. Hey, look, let's do that. Or, hey, look, do you have any money saved up? We have this good opportunity for you if you're interested in investing. So and it all comes to that, just having a professional that dedicates himself on, like, it's always good to have a CPA, have an insurance guy, have a realtor, have a banker. Everybody has a profession, and obviously they're going to charge you. They're not going to work for free, which most people expect. So, but they're going to charge their pennies. They're going to charge their split. But at the end of the day, you're going to be benefiting because you're going to be getting all of this professional service given to you, and they're going to be giving you the best advice.
Yeah.
So you're going to be getting advice from all these professionals, and you're going to be making good moves that at the end of the day, after 20 years of hanging out with these people and them giving you advice, it's going to add up to a nice portfolio for your retirement.
Exactly.
So, it's all about who you hang out with. And I even remember speaking to your mom and telling her, hey, look, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? I texted her this weekend, kind of trying to like see what's going on, but I told her, let's hang out. So we're going to hang out. Hopefully, I think we were trying to plan something. We're going to hang out soon and try to spark up that conversation, because some people, they get scared when it comes to numbers.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't like to talk about how much they make.
They just don't know. They don't understand the numbers.
They don't understand numbers. And sometimes you need to be able to open up to someone and be like, hey, look at my numbers. What do you think I should do? Because, some people don't like going through their financials. But it's good to have someone you trust and face it up front, and for you to hear it. Hey, look, I think you need to invest this money because it's just sitting there doing nothing.
Exactly.
And then, and hopefully you have a spouse or somebody that's going to be like, okay, motivating you. Yeah, let's do this together. So that way you feel more comfortable.
Well, going back to that, like being misinformed and stuff, my mom actually, her and my stepdad, they just got 2 cars.
Oh,
I know. Sorry, Mom. Sorry to say it. But
now I know why you're avoiding me.
I wasn't upset. I mean, it's funny. I was a little disappointed in my mom, because like, I've been trying to convince her as well, not to help you. I mean, to help you as well, but I want my mom to. My mom's making great money right now, but she has 4 kids, 3 that still live with her, a niece that still lives with her. So, she spends a lot of money, and
the kids ain't cheap, I know.
Yeah. But she, her main thing, she wants to move out the house. She wants to get a bigger house.
Yeah. Be more comfortable.
But she's scared, she's scared of the bigger payments, more, more bills, more debt. But then she gets a car and I'm like, man, like it just shows you that they just don't know.
Yeah.
They don't understand the numbers, and just the opportunity is there. Instead of buying those 2 cars, she could have
put a down payment for a house.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then she could have rented the other house, refinanced it, got the money for a down payment for the next house, and it would have worked out. But hey,
look, my grandma, going back to my grandma, man, she basically had no AC for like 3 weeks because she couldn't afford to like fix the AC. We all helped out, we all chipped in. She was able to get it, but like, it's crazy. Like, man, you're sitting on so much equity. Like,
yeah, not only that, but mind you, I think you had told me that they're already getting older.
Yeah.
That maybe they want to go on a nice vacation. Maybe
well,
for
they're Colombian, so they. I know my grandma used to take me to Colombia twice a year, and I know it wasn't because of me. It was because she loves going over there. Yeah. And now her mom is there. My great grandma, she's 95, still strong, and we don't know how much time she has left.
Yeah.
But my grandma, she has no idea when she's gonna go to Colombia or she's gonna make it on time to see her and stuff, and it kind of sucks because, like, my grandma's not poor, like, when you're like, my grandma's not poor, she has a lot of money, she has no idea.
Yeah, she just doesn't want to see it, and if you want, I'll talk to her. Let's refinance her.
It's her. The thing is, you gotta tag team, because it's my grandpa too. My grandpa's even more, I don't like to use the word, but he's a little more stubborn too, because I'm like, man, why don't you take out some money, just buy an apartment in Colombia, live there, with all the money that they get here from the government, they could live over there twice as good.
Yeah, I think the money is like almost 4 times as much over there. So like, you go and have a $50 meal is here. Over there is like maybe $10.
Yeah,
like full steak,
an expensive.
Maybe 2 people could eat out of it. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm actually gonna be going in December for like 3 weeks, and I'm like, I'm gonna be saving money just by being over there. Exactly. So it's gonna definitely be fun. Hopefully by the time we come back for the New Year's, hopefully you already have your place. I'd love to have you back on the show. Maybe I'll have Kevin here too, just so we can introduce you guys to Kevin as well. And then even probably have Marlon. Maybe we could have like 4 guys That'd here. Cool. Maybe
more
we could.
Merrier.
Yeah, it'll be a nice little group here, and maybe we could open up some beers and have some beers while we do this podcast, just to set up a bit.
I don't promote that Blue Man Nutrition, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't. No, they're healthy beers, guys. They're healthy beers.
Organic, that'll be organic.
They're organic. So yeah, guys. So I guess where we at? Yeah. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to cut? Remember, we could cut this.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. So guys, if you are looking to get some killer workouts, remember Kevin, that guy gives some badass workouts.
Yeah.
I recommend that you follow him. You've probably seen him on some social media stuff. He definitely knows how to jump rope very well. That's like his favorite workout, jump roping. And he's actually located at the Body Tech in Pines, right? That's where he's coaching right now.
He's actually in a few places. He trains there. He trains at a gym in Midtown, the UFC gym.
Okay.
He also trains like outside. He's another. He's
wherever you're at, wherever you're down to train, he's there.
That's why I partnered up with Kevin, man. Honestly, I saw a lot in him, and I know he didn't value himself as much, and I kind of showed him in a way, you know, like, hey man, you know, you could do this, you could do that, you know, open up his mind, you know, just helping people, you know. I wish all my friends would be entrepreneurs, and because I know there's a little entrepreneurship in everybody. Yeah. Whether it's, you know, investing in stocks, you know, opening your own business, you know, just having the entrepreneurship mindset. It's you know, it's always good. And you know, as you see, Kevin, man, he's killing it. Our sales have skyrocketed because of him, to be honest. Like not just because of how he looks, but just, you know, he's growing as not just as a salesperson, but just as a person, really. Yeah, because you know, he's pretty much creating his own brand. Help. He knows, you know, he helps somebody. You know, he trains them. He tells them what supplements to take. You know, he tells them what to eat and stuff. And you know, he's improving himself at the same time because he's learning all this information. He's sharing it with his people. And I love having Kevin, honestly. He's my best friend, and I might be biased, but he's been the best partner I've ever had, to be honest.
That's cool. That's cool. So we're definitely going to have Kevin. Looking forward to having him here. And as I said, if you guys need anything, if you guys want to buy any products for your fitness ventures, and if you guys are looking to buy or sell property, please feel free and let me know. I'll be more than happy to guide you through that adventure and get you pointed to the right direction. Hope you guys have a wonderful night.
See ya.
Where do you want to be ya?